How's it? Today we're going to talk about bookmarks and RSS feeds. Now you're probably surfing the internet all the time and you need to save links that you may want to come back to. The problem is we use our bookmarks in our browser, and what happens if your computer breaks or you turn it in and you don't have that computer no longer. Some browsers, they do save them online, but it may be easier just to use a third-party bookmark service called Delicious, or there's Digo, and there's other services. Today we're going to use Delicious just because they sync really well in Web 2.0 things. You're going to take your career and you're going to find articles that have to do with your career. And this can also relate to when you do research papers, in an English class, or you do a big research project, and you need to come back to those resources, and you don't want to lose all that research that you did. So it would be definitely a good idea to save those things. When we're done, we're going to be embedding it later, so there's going to be bookmarks with tags for the interesting articles we read. And so someone looking at our site, they'll be like, oh cool, this guy, he stays up on his articles. So what we're going to do is use Delicious. You're going to sign it, go to delicious.com, and you're going to create an account with your CA email and Me 2.0 username. And once you logged in, you can go in and go into the Google search. And now in Google search, what we're going to do is we're going to look for articles that relate to our career. So if I'm doing graphic design and I want to look for, and let's start with blogs. Let's look for blogs in general that may be very helpful for us to look. So I might say, hey, I'm going to look for some New York logo design blog. Okay, I hit enter. Hey, this one comes up. So I'm going to click on logo design love. And then I'm going to check this out, and if I like it, hey, I'm going to use it. Okay, so I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to copy the link at the top here, and then I'm going to go down to my Delicious browser. I'm going to click add link. It's at the top right of your browser, and then you're going to paste the link right there, and then you're going to hit save. Then what you're going to do is, the key thing though is tags, okay? Because when you need to be able to search and find all the links. You might have hundreds of links that you've saved, but you need to be able to organize and save them. So this one I might do blog. That might be or blog design. So notice that I added it right there. I also might put. So I'm going to put here logos, and now I have two. So you can put either at least one, maybe two is okay. At the bottom, don't put private, make it public, so that way when we put them into our site, it shows up later on that. And then just go ahead and hit save, and then it'll show up right there in our user. Now, what you can do is download a plugin later if you want to use this a lot, and if you then get plugin for Firefox, you can put in a sidebar at the side, and you can easily look through your bookmarks much faster and easier. And make sure I get that link back. Now, go ahead and add. Now, when you look for a couple of blogs, so I looked at this one. We also want to show people, hey, these are the type of blogs that I follow, okay? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this link here for the logo design, and we're going to use a site called Netvibes, okay? So if you create a new Netvibes account, again with your CA email and Me 2.0 name, okay? And then once you log in, you go into your account, okay? In your account, you should see your dashboards. And then you're going to create a dashboard right here, a page, and you're going to call this your Me 2.0 name. So if it was design inspired, I'll put design inspired right here, and then make sure it's enabled. Don't put disable, and so it's public, okay? And so once that's done, you can go ahead and hit save, okay? So, and notice to get to that, it'll say the link. It says netvibes.com/. And then it should say your username, and again, use the username for your Me 2.0 name for that. So to add content now, remember I have logo design love here. So what I'm going to do in my RSS feed is go up here to my RSS, okay, and you can just at the top right click dashboards and new, and then you're going to hit add content. Okay, on the top left it'll say add content, and you're going to hit add feed, and then you're going to go ahead and paste in that blog address into the add feed and hit add, and then notice that a icon shows up. Now notice it says Design Love RSS feed. That means that we can follow this blog via RSS. Okay, if you get an error, it says error, that means that site doesn't have something available for you to do, so you have to go find a new one. But this one has it, and make sure it says RSS. Sometimes it'll say Atom or something else. Make sure it says RSS. And I'm going to go ahead and click on add the feed, and then it shows you a preview. If it looks good, like those are some good titles, that looks good, hit add to my page. Okay, now when I hit add to page, notice that it added it to this page right here. Now this is the wrong page, because if you look at the top it says netvibes.com/private page /design. It doesn't go on your private page. So what you need to do is if you look at the top right, it'll say a little arrow that says share. Go ahead and click on share, and then a box will pop up. And then you're going to put copy to your page, okay? And then see it says your public link, your public page, and then you're going to hit copy. And then now we're good to go for that. So it says it was successful. I'm fine. To go to that public page, you're going to put in your Me 2.0 name, so netvibes.com / in my case it's Mouse Flip. In your case it might be Oak Meds, Designer Plus. So right now this is my public feed of what people will see, okay, for that. So what you're going to do is you can choose the layout design that you want by clicking on this tab. You'll see this little arrow, and then what you can do is let's just choose 2 here, and choose the 2-columned one right here, and then we're done with that. For the choose an icon and title, put your Me 2.0 name. So if yours was Oak Meds, for if you're a medical doctor, you would put that, and then you're done with that. So okay, so now we have Oak Meds right here. We have our logo right here, and it's done. So make sure you have at least 2 in here for the following 2 blogs. Okay, so and later in a future assignment, we're going to be putting those into our site. So notice here it says blogs I follow with Netvibes. So if you click that link, later again we're going to do this, it's going to go to our link to show the blogs that you read. Okay, so then people are like, wow, this person is smart. They follow these blogs and they're staying up to date on the latest information. So again, these are RSS feeds. What RSS stands for is rich site summary, or usually really simple syndication from before. And so it basically channels in web content into one place, so you're able to see it. So instead of going to all these different sites, which may take you a while, it channels it all in here. So if I want to just look at this toe shortening cosmetic surgery, I don't know why I'd want to look at that, but if I do, if I want to be a dentist or a doctor, I would do that. And then I can easily see this without the ads. It goes straight to the content. Google Reader is also a really good reader to use for your personal use. I really recommend that if you already have a Gmail account. But I just like the Netvibes setup. It looks very professional for the public. Okay, so that's how we're going to use it. So after you get at least 2 RSS feed blogs, okay, then go back to your Delicious. And remember, whenever you add a new site, add those 2, add it to your Delicious as well. For Delicious, we're going to go ahead and add in some bookmarks. So in total, we're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, all 8 don't have to be blogs, okay? I do want at least 2 blogs, the 2 blogs that you added to your RSS feeds with Netvibes, but the other ones you can choose. So if you want to do like, and you can also do a Google search. If you go to google.com/blog search, you can search only blogs, you know, for different content related to your career. And I would also suggest you could do some news articles. But again, for Delicious, you could, these are any kind of sites related to your information for that. So again, with Delicious, at least 2 blogs are tagged and at least 8 total. They could be news articles for the other 6, or they could be just sites that are helpful for that career, but just decide on things so that way we'll link that to our web portfolios. And also, if you want to refer back to these sites, if you're on another computer, you can. So that's RSS, and that's bookmarking. And again, these things will help you be very, very efficient. And it reminds me, what did the dollar bill say to the $10 bill when they didn't get his joke? He said, "You don't make any sense."